Go ahead, Luciano.
Hey, Josh, I hope you're doing well, and thanks for your time. You're probably coming off what is the best stretch of games of your career. How are you feeling personally going into a tough and complicated stretch of games ahead of you?
I'm feeling great, confident in the guys around me. I'm confident in the quarterback, O-line room, other receivers, running backs, defense. So confident in the team, and we're going to take care of business.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Thanks.
Josh, how do you think you guys are handling the prosperity of winning the division title and having to get back up the next week to play a game?
We're just going to work every day, handling business. Not really looking forward to the future, but knowing we got ahead of us. But we got Georgia Tech this week, so we focusing on the Yellow Jackets and taking care of business each and every day.
I know the other night after the game at Wake, you said, hey, we can at least mention Clemson now. How quickly did you put Clemson behind you? Yeah, the idea that you're going to play them now.
Probably Monday when we started watching the tape on Georgia Tech. That's when I put that behind me and got to focus on this week. So that's my full focus right now is Georgia Tech, and that's pretty much the whole team's focus.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Adam. Adam, unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Adam.
First time on Zoom here, guys. It didn't sound good over here either, by the way. Josh, I was wondering if you could take us back to what we were talking about Saturday night, some after the game, where you're talking about having the cramps and going into the locker room. Just how much pain you were in, and what all that was like when you guys went back there. What happened in there? I think you were telling the dude or whoever to hook you up with the IV as soon as possible. Can you just take us through that and give us a peek in there?
I just went to the back and got an IV and came back on the field. It's pretty much what happened. Nothing really else. I just asked my trainer to give me an IV. Took about 10 minutes and then came back on the field, finished the game. So, I mean, there's not really much else to it.
How much pain were you in?
I mean, you know how body cramp. Well, I don't know. You might not have played sports, you might have, but if you've had cramps before, you just know how that goes. So yeah, it's just something you can't play with in the moment, but it'll go away eventually unless it's just you just got chronic cramps that game. So luckily mine went away and I was able to finish.
Some of us used to play, but thank you for that.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was just asking.
It was a fair.
Oh, Ross.
Hey, Josh. I mean, obviously, y'all are having a great season. You're having a really good individual season. Is there anything weird or crazy that's happened attention-wise that you've gotten in the last couple of weeks after your last 3 or 4 games that stood out to you?
Not really per se. I mean, I kind of got a lot of attention last year too. So, most of the same stuff. Just blessed to be here, blessed to keep making plays, and being consistent pretty much. So, I'm glad I'm still getting attention to this point, with the year I had last year. And I'm glad to have a great quarterback that's able to give me the ball.
What do you think you're better at this year as a wide receiver? What's been the most drastic improvement you've made personally? I'd
say honestly, I mean, I've become a better route runner just being another year in the college level, and then I'm able to catch a lot of more balls than I was last year. I have a better catch radius. I feel like I'm using my hands, and I'm having contested catches better because a lot of teams are more focused on me, I'd say. So they sometimes they have coverages that favor to my route, but I mean, I try to just go up and catch the ball.
Great, thanks.
All right, we'll go JB, Adam, and then CL. JB, go first.
What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you taking out the time, brother. Yesterday, Kamari was really high on you, and he actually spoke about a particular instance, the first time that he saw you run a route in practice. He just said, like, he knew you were going to be that guy. Just a 2-part question as far as if you remember that, the first time that you ran a route, in practice for North Carolina. And the second part of the question is, like, what has become the most natural aspect of your game on the college level?
We were actually running routes as like a skill group. It wasn't really practice. It was like a like a Saturday session in the off season. We were just running routes. But yeah, Kamari has told me about that a few times. He reminded me of it a few weeks ago. So yeah, I definitely remember that. And then I'd say my most natural part of my game is probably my route running again. And then probably just catching the ball or the mental part of the game. My dad's a coach, so he taught me a lot of stuff when I was a kid, and I feel like I pick stuff up usually better than other people, and I understand coverage more, I understand plays more. So I'd say maybe those three things.
And just a quick follow up. Obviously, you've played with some great quarterbacks, Sam Howell being one of them, and now you're playing with Drake May. But with the season that he's having this year, how has he helped take your game to the next level?
Drake is a phenomenal quarterback. So whenever you have a phenomenal quarterback, he just helps you look even better. So I say that speaks for itself. And I mean, he's just making plays, he's making the right decisions, and he's finding an open guy.
Appreciate it.
Adam and CL.
Josh, like it was mentioned earlier, I mean, it is an ACC record for you over the last 3 games. I mean, nobody else has caught more balls ever. I'm just wondering, like, we see the physical things that you do that are, pretty eye popping, but like mentally or even emotionally, like, where have you taken this thing with your game recently? I mean, what do you think? It seems like you've cracked maybe a new ceiling and taken it up another notch. Like, where have you taken this thing from a mental or emotional standpoint?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I try to go out there every game and just have the mindset that I'm the best player on the field and that nobody can cover me. That's what I take in the mindset every game, and then I try to win my man-to-man matchup every single time. I spent some time extra time in the film room with one of our analysts and try to recognize coverages better, understand what the defense is doing. So I feel like just a combination of all those things and just recognizing what I need to work on better from last year. I feel like I'm doing that better. And then, of course, I feel like my body's got more healed since the first few games because I was playing with some knee soreness for a few weeks. So now I feel like I'm finally getting over that hump.
Is all that like also just lend to more confidence? I guess you've never not lacked confidence, but I mean, is the confidence pretty high too, I guess?
Yeah, of course. Confidence is probably the biggest part of being an athlete. If you have no confidence, you're not gonna be a good player. So I'd say, yeah, my confidence is shot up for real. And I always try to stay positive to myself, have a positive self-talk, and just stay on the right track.
Cool. Thank you.
See ya.
Hey Josh, going back to Kamari for a second. Was it at all like, did you need to hear that confirmation for him as a freshman? And you have a veteran guy who had been here to tell you, immediately that, hey, I think you got this potential. Like what was how did you receive, him telling you that at that point?
He actually didn't tell me in the moment. He told me that he said that a while later. So I didn't know he really said that till maybe last year. When he said that, he told me that was like when I first got here. So I didn't really know he even said that for real. But just to know that he thought that of me, I'm very thankful of that, and appreciate Kamari for real. But just knowing that the guys were looking at me as a potential great player when I came here as a freshman, I was grateful for that. And then I just didn't want to let him down.
And secondly, you've had fun after scoring touchdowns, doing a thing or two here. Have you talked to Drake about possibly breaking out a Heisman pose if he scores?
I don't know if Drake is I don't know if that's his personality, but now that you said it, I will run it by him later today. So yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna say something to him about it.
All right, appreciate you.
Sure.
I'll take one last question from Tommy, and then we'll wrap it up.
Josh, Coach Longo said a couple times that there's some plays and routes where they need you to stay covered for the play to work. Is that difficult?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I know that I just gotta be the decoy. I mean, I'd say it's not too difficult when I know that I have to do it. Sometimes if I'm covered, and I may not know that I need to be covered, then I'll be frustrated a little bit just because I don't really like to be covered. I mean, I feel like I should win my man-to-man matchup 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times. So yeah, I mean, if I gotta be the decoy, I gotta be the decoy and do what I can do to help my team win.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Sir.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you, man.
No problem. Y'all have a good day.